Welcome, Lisa. Thank you so much for sharing your encounter story with us. You were telling me about growing up in a Muslim home, not in a Christian home. So can you share with us how you came to your Christian faith?
Yeah, that's true, Stephanie. I did grow up in a Muslim faith home. I did not practice the Muslim religion myself. And 23 years ago, I happened to meet my husband, who was my fiance at that time, and we were in the midst of planning our marriage. And we were discussing, going to speak to the pastor and have a discussion about our ceremony. And I happened to sit with the pastor, and he mentioned a few things to me about salvation, if I knew who Jesus was, and about baptism. And I left there feeling a little bit intimidated, fearful. I didn't know what to expect or what any of this meant for me.
Wow, that's a bit of a crazy story. So what kind of impact did that make on your life?
Yeah. Well, there was a few factors. I was fearful. I was thinking about it for days, and one day I happened to wake up from a dream, and in this dream I had a vision of Jesus, and I saw his face, and I woke up feeling really startled and fearful, and I thought, who is he, and what he was saying to me, and I kept hearing, do not be afraid. You can trust me. And I kept saying to myself, can I trust him? Can I trust him? What am I afraid of? And I kept asking myself this question until I came to an answer that day where I actually gave my heart to the Lord.
Wow, that's an amazing story. And then was it just simple after that, or did you encounter any challenges?
No, it was not simple. It still isn't. But I know I have Jesus and with me, and I did encounter a few challenges. My parents, I had to break the news to them to let them know that this was my decision forward, but that I was going to get married in the church, but this was becoming my life, and that I was accepting everything, not just being married in a church, that I accepted baptism and I accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior, and what that meant to me. So yeah, I had some challenges and worries, but knowing that now has really confirmed me in the places where I knew I made the right decision in order to trust him.
Yeah, so how has that changed your life? Because of that one encounter that you had over 23 years ago, how has that changed your life today?
Yeah, it's changed immensely. I walk with him now. He is my Lord and my Savior. I can trust him in all places in my life. I trust him with my family, with my entire life. And I'm so happy that I made that decision that one time. And that was my first invitation. And I'm glad I gave my heart to him. Well, if I was to encourage someone today to had a question about wanting to know who Jesus was, or to learn from him, or to be baptized, I would encourage them to trust him, to put their full faith in his hands, that he will deliver. And one of the verses that he's delivered me with is in Jeremiah 29:11, where he says, "For I know the plans for you, the plans to not harm you but to prosper you, the plans to give you a hope and a future." And I believe in that, and someone can believe in that too.
Well, just knowing what you do at the church, Lisa, I am so glad that you said yes, because you serve with such a beautiful, generous heart, and we're just so delighted that you are part of the Springvale family. So thank you for sharing your encounter story.